What's going on, everyone? Thank you for stopping by. I have a video today. It's about a men's cologne that I bought from Marshall's, and it was inexpensive, and it's been a cologne that I've had my eye on, so to speak, for quite some time. It's a men's fragrance that I'm hoping that I'll like, and it's by Penguin. Penguin is a rather known brand. And it's a recognizable brand, I should say. It's very popular, and they're known for golf, as I understand it. And I am interested in starting to golf. I took some golf classes quite some time ago, and I took a class, and I have to do a video about that because I went to a golf driving range and I was trying to show off, and I don't even know how it's possible, but I ended up injuring myself just simply from swinging the golf, what do you call it? Golf club. I was just trying to hit it farther and farther. I guess I'm competitive with myself, and I don't know. I was overzealous in, swinging that golf club, and just the fact that I was out there golfing. And I really injured my ribs, my rib cage. I pulled something. It was extremely painful. Anyway, so much for this being a quick video. Let me get back on track. So I got this cologne. It is Penguin. It says, yeah, this is the original blend, batch number 1. And this is 3.4 fluid ounces. It says an original Penguin by Munsingwear. Again, number 1, original brand. Packaging looks okay. Again, I've seen this so often. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Open the packaging here. And the packaging looks okay. I actually have a shirt. Wow. I was going to wear a shirt today. It's just like this. It's a brand, by the way, that I really like. I forgot what it's called. But it's like, it's blue, but then it has blue color, and it has literally this color scheme. Blue with a little stripe right here. That's this, not maroon, but this brownish color. And I bought this for, I bought this for $14.99. This brown cardboard protects the bottle and keeps it in place. And that's, I think, a rather handsome bottle. The top is nice. It's that same brown, maroonish kind of brown color. And this is a spray. Yes. I love bottles, men's cologne. Let me take this. I love when the bottles have the spray, and can't wait. Let me give you my first impressions for this men's fragrance. This, oh, yes. Wow. So let me just say, my first impression is that it is nice. It's, wow. This is nice. It's definitely a citrus fragrance. I don't know. The very first thing I'm thinking is like grass. It's kind of aquatic, but I'm thinking it's green. It's sort of a green fragrance to me. And golf, it's a golf range. It's green. They have the, I don't know if that's by design. But I'm going to stop this because I don't want to drag this out, prolong this. So let me stop. Let me really kind of think about, it's fresh. It's definitely a refreshing summer, spring type fragrance. and it's just, I have to admit, very difficult for me to try to describe. I'm really not a cologne expert, and I'm not as good at conveying how these men's fragrances smell. So let me pause, try to collect my thoughts. But maybe a little bit of muskiness, maybe slightly sweet, but and it faded pretty quickly. But let me just collect my thoughts and return. All right, I'm still waiting on my wife, but I have had a few minutes to collect my thoughts, and here's what this men's fragrance reminds me of. I think about, it's definitely like green, so I'm thinking grass. And for whatever reason, it makes me think of celery. Celery, and celery smells like it tastes, in my opinion. I mean, it's a fresh, crisp, green type smell. So in my mind, the imagery is, I associate it with, a grassy field. Imagine a stalk of celery with the leafy greens part, and lemons, slightly lemony. I am back. It's been quite some time since I began recording this video about this Penguin Original Blend Cologne. It is an interesting cologne because it was very difficult for me to really wrap my mind around how this smells and what I thought about it. I liked it. I thought it was pleasant, but it was, again, difficult for me to capture how this smells and so forth. And part of that was, when I first put it on and started wearing this, I didn't think it had much longevity. I had to spray it several times, and I kept smelling it, and for whatever reason, that particular day, it just kept fading away. And I was having a difficult time trying to, get a sense, no pun intended, but trying to get an idea about what it smelled like, what notes I was really detecting, and what I thought about it really. I mean, it's pleasant and I liked it. But with that said, I really was interested in what my wife would think, and I was surprised because I thought she was going to really like it. And in the beginning, she said, her reaction was, it was something like, it's not bad, it's okay, or something like that. And I remember her saying that it was peppery, or it smelled peppery to her. Smelled like pepper, and as I recall, she made a point of saying that she doesn't like colognes that have a pepper sort of scent. And I remember being taken aback somewhat because my first impression was I did not detect any sort of peppery sort of fragrance or note to this cologne. But then I started thinking about it, and then I thought perhaps, but ever so slightly. But I didn't pick that up at all. And now, with all that said, some time went by, and I wore this, and my wife thought that it smelled good. And she said she liked it, and she made a point of saying that it, and I said, well, does it smell peppery? And she said no. She didn't really think it smelled peppery the way it did before. And she liked it, so much so that I've said that when my wife really likes some of my clones, not all, of course, but some of them, she likes them so much that she, from time to time, puts some on. And she would put this on, and she's remarked a few times that it smells good when she was putting it on herself and when I was wearing it. And now things have reversed where I'm smelling it, and it's peppery. I think she may have said spicy as well, but it's definitely, I'm smelling that it is somewhat spicy. It's slightly peppery, but it's a fresh cologne, and I must say my first impression was completely different than what I think now about this cologne. When I first applied this, I had to keep putting it on, and it was fading, and can I even smell it, is what I'm thinking. But now I put it on, and I don't know how strong it is in terms of other people detecting it. I really wear cologne for myself for the most part, and I really detect it. I get these whiffs every now and then, and it's pleasant. I have to admit that when I smell it, it is not super apparent what it is. Like, it's sort of a vague but pleasant smell that I get a whiff of the cologne, but I know that I'm wearing cologne, and I know it smells pleasant. So it's not as though I smell throughout the day it constantly, and it's not as though I'm smelling citrus or a grassy fragrance, or that it settles down into a musky type fragrance. It's just I can smell it, and it smells good, and I overall like the way it smells.